How do you assess the electricity supply to these industrial properties? Are you seeing higher electricity demands from tenant? And have there been opportunities you've passed on because not enough electricity supply?
Yeah, I think that goes back to what I covered in the slide deck in terms of you need to focus on what your target tenant pool demands, and that can vary pretty drastically depending on the category that you're pursuing within industrial. So, for example, if you're acquiring an industrial manufacturing facility, you need to be very conscious of the power capability because the majority of your tenant base that you're targeting for that property is going to be highly sensitive to the amount of power they can access. So that's something you need to assess and then understanding, you can connect with brokers in the space of, hey, what kind of power needs does a typical tenant need for this type of building and making sure that your asset covers those power needs, right? But on the opposite end of the spectrum, if you got, a space that's utilized for dry storage or stored inventory that's just going to be distributed down the line, those users are probably less sensitive to how much power is available at the site, and that shouldn't, drive your decision. They're going to be more sensitive to things like clear height and how much inventory can they store in the building, right? So power is definitely a very important factor to consider, but it's again understanding what your target tenant pool needs or requires, and then backing into your acquisition assessment based on what your target tenant pool needs.